My name is Julia, and I work at High Country Realty up in Bryan Head, Utah. Today I'm with my friend Jason Griffin. He is the branch manager at Sun American Mortgage. And I just wanted to talk to him a little bit and ask, what is a pre-approval letter and why is it important?
That's a great question and a pretty loaded one, but let's talk about it for a second. So generically, when you come in to get a pre-approval letter, it's because your realtor has said, hey, I wanted to see that you've talked to a lender before we start looking at properties. So people think the first misnomer there is like, hey, I got to hurry and just go get a quick pre-approval letter so I can go look. And I think a lot of people miss that boat because it would be something similar to, hey, I'm going to go hike Everest, so I got to go see a doctor and check and see if I'm physically okay, and he uses a tongue depressor and sends you on your way. It's pretty brief and not enough, right? So we really feel like the pre-approval letter is great it's a great opportunity for the buyer. Because we like to sit down, talk about goals, and decide what exactly it is that they're trying to do. We want to look at all of their financials and talk about programs and stuff so they know, A, what they're qualified for on paper, B, what they're comfortable paying, and see what's available. I mean, sometimes there's so many times in that initial interview for a pre-approval that somebody will say, wow, I didn't know you could do that. And we love that. We love to show people that. And then C, one of the great parts of that is if you bring a pre-approval letter to a realtor from a reputable lender, then it usually moves your offer to the front of the line. So there's just so many things in there, but we want you to be prepared after the pre-approval so you know what you're up against, and it just makes you a better shopper. It makes you know what to look for and confident in your choices that you're making.
Yeah. I remember when I was first getting a loan for my house and I had to talk to a loan officer, that was one of the most intimidating moments ever because I had no idea what questions to ask or how scary it was. Like, I'm just a girl, they don't teach you in school. Like, this is the kind of question you need to ask if you're looking to build a home. So how does your company reach out to people and help them feel comfortable?
Well, our goal is really to educate as much as we can because, hey, let's be honest, this is a whole new language in a lot of ways. If you're fresh to the market or to the home buying process or whatever, when you start talking about debt to income ratios and FICO scores and down payments and 100% fine, I mean, all of a sudden it sounds, just like a new language. So we want to make sure, that's why that initial interview or that pre-approval process, we want to make sure that we go back to the basics and we say, okay, what are you doing? What's your goals? And how can we help? And just make sure that we answer all of your questions. That's why that initial sit down could be an hour long because we're educating, right? And just teaching you your options. One of my favorite quotes is General Patton says, a decision is easy when you have all the information. Mm-hmm. And we want to make sure that when you leave that initial interview, you have as much information. And if you go and come back because you don't remember, or text or shoot us an email or give us a call because you forgot what we talked about, awesome. We feel comfortable. It's better for everybody. So it's super important to have that, to be teaching, I guess, from a lending standpoint, because it just makes you a better client. You understand what we're doing, and then you understand what you can do.
That's awesome. And I believe you mentioned that you guys do it on Zoom as well.
Yeah, so we love to do the in-person stuff, right? I'm kind of from the old school and grew up on a ranch and just the handshake, all that face-to-face stuff. And so what we've really found handy through COVID and that kind of an opportunity is Zoom meetings. So we'll do a Zoom call and we'll sit down with you. We'll go through all of your options and we'll record the Zoom call and then we'll send you an email afterwards. This kind of sums up our conversation so you can refer back to it. Whenever you.
Is there anything else that you would recommend since we're working primarily in Bryan Head?
Absolutely. We finance several properties or quite a few properties in Bryan Head, and there's some challenges up there. You have condos and most of that market is second homes, and it brings a little bit more of a, it puts those loans in a different category. You have to get the condominium units approved to lend through Fannie Mae sometimes and just know the ins and outs of second homes and investment properties and stuff like that, which we would love. Again, the opportunity to sit down with somebody face to face or Zoom in and go through all those options again and better prepare them for the market.
Awesome. Thank you for all your help and your work. You're great to work with.
Thank you.
Yeah. We will be putting together a few more videos that go more into depth about lending options, just to, like you said, inform, and he is a great resource. So
we're excited for you and excited to see what you can do in Bryan Head.
Perfect. Okay, I'll attach his information at the bottom of this video and send him a call or a text or email.
Either one, you bet.
It'll that'd be great.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Jason.